2 at Unleash. This is the amazing smart city, aka the Infosys Mysore campus.
It is 4:30 a.m. right now. I have a 6:45 a.m. flight to catch to Bangalore. It's my first time in the state of Karnataka, so I'm kind of excited to see what Bangalore and Mysore and those kind of cities have to offer. My plan is to spend the first 10 days in Mysore for an event, which I'll talk about a little later. And then my plan is to explore Bangalore. I don't have a return ticket booked, so everything is very flexible and spontaneous at this point after the first 10 days. So I'm excited to take you along with me. Let's go.
The Mumbai airport looks lit. They have season's greetings written everywhere at the entrance. I can already have and feel the Christmas feeling right now. I have had the smoothest check-in right now. It literally took me less than 2 minutes. This is Air India that I'm talking about. I just entered the airport and there were multiple counters that were open, and the queue was going by very fast, so everything happened super smoothly. I'm just heading to security now. I love the fact that the Bombay airport has the time written for different gates, so you know how much you need to walk. This wasn't there before. I'm noticing it only now, and I'm sure it's a new thing that they have come up with. Something I've seen in Europe, but this is the first time I'm seeing it in Bombay. Pretty cool. So I'm in the flight already. The flight leaves in the next 20-25 minutes. It's about a 1 hour 45-minute flight. I didn't manage to get a window seat this time because apparently the flight is full. I'm still waiting for these two passengers to come, and maybe I can negotiate and get the window seat somehow. But mostly it's going to be aisle, which is very rare for me because I always go for the window seat as far as possible. Once I land into Bangalore, I have a shuttle service to Mysore, and that's pretty much the plan for my day. A lot of traveling today. It's a 4-hour journey from Bangalore to Mysore. It's my first time in Karnataka, so I'm kind of excited, but so far so good.
I've always had a pleasant experience with Air India. While flying, we got 2 sandwiches, which can also be eaten as a 4-layer sandwich instead. That's what I did, and the food was quite nice. It was more like a Russian salad in between bread. Yeah, it was quite nice.
The reason I am in Karnataka, in the state of Karnataka, is because I'm here for a 10-day event called Unleash India. It's basically a group of people from all around the world coming together to work on sustainable development goals. My topic is education, so we're divided into groups and we'll be working on something that's leading towards sustainable development goals, but focusing on education per se. I'm very excited to share this entire experience with you. Let's see how it goes. This is going to be in Mysore. It's not going to be in Bangalore, which is a 4-hour drive from Bangalore city. But Unleash has arranged for shuttle services for us from Bangalore airport. So I'm just going to catch the shuttle in the next half an hour or 45 minutes and do like a 4-hour trip to Mysore. And we'll be staying at Infosys campus in Mysore for the next 10 days. Very exciting and something this is very new to me. I've never done something like this before. As you can see, we have an amazing welcome here at the airport itself, and there's like a kiosk there as well where you can get the shuttle. So Unleash has organized this really well. They've actually been very proactive and prompt with the entire arrangement. There are 1,000 people, participants from everywhere in the world who are joining us, so it's going to be a very big event. Officially, it's kick-starting on 3rd December, which is tomorrow. I have arrived a day early to just get a sense of everything. So we're at the lounge at the airport, and we're waiting for the shuttle. We have some refreshments here before we take the shuttle to Mysore.
I got really lucky because there was an Innova waiting outside, which was meant for the VIPs, but their flight was delayed. So, me, along with three other people, got a chance to take the car instead of the shuttle bus. This was a lot more comfortable, and the ride from Bangalore to Mysore was beautiful. We saw tons of rock formations on the way, and there was a lot of greenery as well. Thankfully, we skipped the Bangalore traffic and we took the external route, which was definitely less chaotic.
We have made it to Unleash at Infosys Mysore. Our temperatures were checked and we had to register here. I'm in STG4. My topic is education at Unleash. I will be talking more about that later. But this is what the registration part looks like. So the registration included a Wi-Fi code and password, my ID card, a bag filled with goodies, and my room keys. And there's also a security person here who will help you out with everything, and they will also help you with the luggage. So that's the next step now. The next step is to put your bags through security and scan everything before taking the cab to our respective accommodation. And that's Sandra. Hi. Hi. So we're driving around the Infosys campus and we're heading to our accommodation. The campus is so big that we have to take a car to go to our accommodation. I have made it to the Infosys campus and I've made it to my room after a long travel day. I think it was about 7 hours, including 4 hours of my travel from Bangalore to Mysore and 1.5 hours from Mumbai to Bangalore. So it's been a long travel day, but I finally made it and I absolutely love the room here. We all have our individual single bedrooms with attached bathroom, and all the facilities and everything are given to us here. It's very clean. Let me just say that first. Let me just show you how the room looks like. So this is the bathroom, very clean. Honestly, I love the toiletries in every place I go to, so I observe that first. So we have all the Biotique products here. You have your Colgate, toothbrush, bar of soap, and then this is my room. But wait for it. This is literally the best part, the view. You can't really see it because of the cover here, but honestly, if you watch it real time, like in person, it's beautiful. I absolutely love the campus. I'm actually in awe of how clean and big this place is. So there were 1,000 of us, 1,000 people being accommodated in single rooms, plus people working at Infosys already. They all are accommodated here. I think this place has a capacity for more than 4,000 or 5,000 people. And let me just show you some goodies that we got as a part of Unleash. So this was the bag we got. This is our welcome booklet, which has the schedule for the next 10 days and the guest speakers and everything else that is in store for us. This is something very cool. And when you open this, it turns into a backpack. So it's a portable backpack, which is very cool. I've never seen something like this before. We have got these face masks for obvious reasons. And we have a pen, a notebook, a bottle, a reusable bottle, and a mug. Everything is sustainable. So, fun fact, I have stayed in a lot of hostel dorms and travel hostels in general, but this is my first time staying in like a student corporate accommodation, and it has a very student-like feeling because we all have like our individual rooms, and the architecture also looks like a student dorm of sorts, but I'm loving it. This is one of the coolest parts about the Infosys campus, is that they have these free bikes for everyone. You can just grab one and just walk around or bike around the entire campus, and that's exactly what I plan to do considering it's my first day here. I'm just going to take one of these and explore the amazing campus. So this is the movie theater slash multiplex, which is not operational anymore, but Unleash is actually probably having an event here because I see the board and everything. So I might get a chance to go inside as well. But look how beautiful this looks. There's also a man-made pond here. Not exactly sure why it's made here, but looks quite clean and nice. Today's sunset view is from the Infosys campus, and it looks very beautiful, so green.
Our meals were catered by the Taj Hotels, so the quality was really good and the variety was phenomenal. We tried tons of different things, right from North Indian to South Indian to continental food, and absolutely loved the taste.
Good morning from day 2 at Infosys Mysore. I'm just heading out for breakfast. It's about 9 a.m. Today is the opening ceremony. Pretty excited because we're supposed to wear cultural traditional clothes. There are some guest speakers who are going to come, so I'm quite excited. Just heading to breakfast now, and then I have a few hours of free time before I head to lunch, and then the day begins. So I'm going to take you guys along, so stay tuned. This is what the outside of my accommodation looks like. This is where I'm staying. We are having our opening ceremony today, and all of us have been asked to wear traditional clothes. I don't know how many people are going to end up wearing traditional clothes, but I am in my Indian attire, and so is my friend in her Indian attire.
After a phenomenal opening ceremony, we had dinner and called it a night. This is what the breakfast looked like the next morning. It was a mix of continental, North Indian, and South Indian food. It was also the first official day when we started working on our sustainable development goals and its solutions. We had a briefing in the morning, and every morning we started on a high energy note. People from different cultures shared their dance forms, which brought more energy, and that's how we started our day. And we ended around 5 p.m. almost every day for the next 5 days.
So today is day 3 at Unleash. Before heading to breakfast, I'm just going to a lake which is behind the building and just see how it is. This is a man-made pond slash lake. There are apparently 8 such ponds throughout the campus, and the water from here is recycled and used for 3 things, which is gardening, sewage, and the flush in the bathroom.
This is day 4. Usually, I used to walk or take a bike from my accommodation to the breakfast place, but on this day, we had a buggy waiting right in front of us. That took us all the way to the breakfast place, which was at one of the food courts on campus. Then, after breakfast, we usually took a bus to head to another building where we had most of our sessions. We always started on a high energy note, as I mentioned earlier, and spent pretty much the rest of the day working on our solutions. We were divided into groups and we had mentors, and our solutions were focused on SDG 4, which is education. We were a group of 5 people. I had people from India, Kenya, and Indonesia, respectively. And we ended the day on a high note as well, where we learned different dance forms, as always.
Today is day 5 at Unleash, and we're heading on a city tour. So we're going to be working on our innovation lab for the first 3-4 hours, and in the afternoon post lunch we are heading on like a 4-5 hour city tour and mainly seeing the Mysore Palace, which is one of the most visited places in India.
After spending half of the day working on our solutions, we then headed on a Mysore city tour, which was organized by the Unleash team. We started with the city palace and we checked out a few other things as well along the way. I've made a detailed video on this. Click here if you want to check that out.
Brian, you have to do this. Are you kidding? Here we go.
This was our last day when we had to work on our solutions, because the next day was going to be pitch day. So we had extra long hours on this day. In fact, we ended up working till late evening and we prepared for the pitch day.
So it is pitch day today at Unleash. It is day 6, almost the end. Tomorrow is the Solutions Festival. I'll explain all about that later. But I'm going to be pitching today with my team on a topic which is very close to my heart, that is education. And we have come up with a solution for a particular problem in another country, and we're going to pitch that solution today in front of a few judges. Wish me luck! And this is the location for our pitch today.
Even though we didn't make it to the final round, we have been told since day one that this really isn't about the competition, it's about the network and the whole experience that you have at Unleash. So I was pretty happy with the whole experience. Winning was definitely not the main agenda for me. I learned a lot of things and I took back a lot of things with me, and that is all that matters to me.
I do believe. Come on, put your hearts together. Here we go. Keep singing. Let's go. I'm just gonna rap over you.
On our last day at Unleash, we had the Solutions Festival where all of us got to pitch our solutions to all the participants and potential investors. This was also the day when the finalists made their final pitches and the winners were announced during the closing ceremony. We got to witness some great speeches on this day from the founder of Unleash, the CM of Karnataka, Kalki Koelchan, and Deepa Malik, who is a former Paralympic champion.
I welcome one of everybody here to India, to Karnataka, to Mysore.
I need to get warmed up. Can I ask all of you to stand up with me?
हमारे कंठ से निकली हो रे वो जन जन करिए वो तुम्हारी सेवा हमारे कंठ
is checkout day. I've spent around 10 days at Infosys Mysore already, and it's finally time to leave. Heading for my last breakfast on the campus.
And that's pretty much the end of my Unleash experience. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next Wednesday.